One express flight to Kyoto, please. Oh boy, 2 rotoscopes immediately. Let's just get into it, I guess. Oh, this one only has 2 layers as opposed to the 3-layer ones we were encountering last time. I guess since these levels are more freeform, there's a little bit of a... What am I trying to say? It's... the difficulty is less... God, what am I trying to say? I don't know. There we go. 2 women. Artist unknown. Completed refreshingly quickly. Right. Since we're going to these cities in... There's not a preset order we're doing them. There's not a preset order for the difficulty ramping. Something like that. Okay. This seems like it'll be up here, and that's like part of a porch, maybe? I remember having some trouble with this one. It can be tough to determine how to get started. Seems like these tree pieces are all going to line up. It's a safe assumption to make, I think. Actually, that seems like it definitely goes there. Maybe not definitely, but... more likely, anyway. Maybe? I'm not sure. Trying to get back in the groove of things here. Been a couple days since I was able to record one of these. Nice, I'm accidentally figuring this puzzle out while I'm talking. I mentioned more towards the beginning of this series how the soundtrack kind of has a musical flattening effect going on, and you can really hear it here in this track. There's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different cities in Asia that you visit in this game, and they all use this track. And that's like... The musical culture of literally the entire continent of Asia is more varied than that, I would think. But I don't know. I'm not saying that, like... I'm not trying to demonize the composer whose name I don't remember. It's just kind of regrettable, you know? I think these roof pieces are where they should be, just not in the right spots. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Cool. The Moon's 4 Strings. Artist unknown. Seems like this is a bit... Blah, blah, blah. Let me try that again. Seems like this episode's maybe going to be a little bit shorter than the last one, which I'm, you know, grateful for. Not going to complain about that. Oh god, a 3-layer rotoscope. Okay. Okay. Just don't panic. Just try and figure out what the outer layer is. I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me get this one in here. Get that out. That seems correct. Let's see here. Yeah, these 2 line up. Which means probably this piece is related here. Get that out. Okay. Not quite lined up, but I think I'm on the right ballpark. On the right ballpark? In the right ballpark. Words are hard sometimes. I do think I'm on the right track here with the outside pieces. I just gotta find the last one. I'm not... This one, maybe? No, it's this one. I gotta get it out here. Yeah. These are not quite lined up correctly, but... I think maybe these 2 need to be switched around. Oh. This one goes there. Hell yeah, okay. I think I just need to rotate the other pieces into better positions. Easier said than done with my aptitude for rotoscopes specifically, but I will try my best. I'm already floundering. This is not good. I don't want to have to blow a free puzzle token this early into the playthrough, but I have nearly 20 of them, and I'll get another one back guaranteed once I do all the puzzles in this city. So, you know, if I gotta, then I will. Okay, these are in the right spot. This is in the right spot. I think these two pieces need to be switched. How am I going to do that? I don't know. I'll figure that out. Let me go ahead and restart, actually. These are brutal. For me, anyway. Okay. Need to... let's move this one around. Trying to think to myself here. I will. You know, I'm 32 at this point. I've been playing this game off and on for a long time. I feel like at this point I will probably always struggle in some way with rotoscopes, and I'm not proud to admit that, but it is what it is. And I try not to use that phrase very often in my day-to-day, but sometimes it's just true. Oh, nice, that goes there. Yeah. I was on the right track. Just gotta... let's see, where is this piece? Let me just put that there, and I can worry about getting the rest of this on my own. Somebody is messaging me on Telegram, but they will have to wait. I'm in the middle of recording a video. That goes there. And this dude's face goes there. I'm telling who he is yet, but we'll figure it out soon, I'm sure. Well, that's not helpful. Get this one down there, and then... I wish I wasn't so incompetent, but I am. Oh my god. I've already used a hint token. I'm not gonna restart this puzzle, but... that goes there, I know that much. Oh, Christ, this is... embarrassing, again. How are you supposed to do this? I don't know. Bah. Fi and bah, I say. There we go. Jesus Christ. Get me out of here. Bust portrait of the actor Ichikawa Danjuro VII as Kan Shojo by Kunisada. That took entirely too many hint tokens, and I'm not proud to admit that. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I would much rather get in the image hole than do another rotoscope right now. This looks like maybe a dude's head? Or possibly one of these, like, kanji on the wall. I don't know that that's kanji. There are like 3 different alphabets in Japanese. There's kanji and romanji and katakana, and they all have different use cases, and I don't know enough about Japanese to tell you about any of that. Nope, didn't mean to click that. I was trying to get up here. No. I'm fairly certain that's what this is, though. Is a letter, maybe. Of course, I say that, and I'm completely unable to find the shape. How many people are in this? Looks like 3 people, and I don't think it's any of their heads. Is it this? Okay, I didn't click on it properly. I just want to test it out. No! I wish I didn't do that. Oh, I bet it's here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's try and find this. Looks like vents, maybe? Yes. And this is obviously this thing over here that I was studiously ignoring up until this point. And these are the 3 folks, I believe. Let's try this guy over here. Maybe. Cool, love that for me. Okay, it's this one. Fair enough. I know where this goes at least. Alright, and this is maybe... Nope! I am very smart. That's fine. We got this in the bag. Chuban tate-e by Yoshitaki Utagawa. Oh, thank goodness. Got a hint token back. I'm gonna need to... It seems like I'm basically hoarding these exclusively for rotoscope puzzles. Maybe an image hole here and there. Okay, this one's timed, which means it should be simpler than other puzzles. And that does seem to be the case so far. But of course, we'll see how that shakes out in reality. I'm getting this thing, which is good. What was I gonna say? I have Elden Ring things to talk about. Been playing that a lot lately, I've mentioned that previously. But I'll wait until after this puzzle. Assuming I can get it. Which is not a guarantee right now. Come on, I've almost got it. Nice. Just need to correctly place a few more things. And then I will have it in hand. Come on. Yes! Roben Waterfall at Ohyama in Sagami province by Katsushika Hokusai. It's a nice painting, I like it. Puzzle's right there. You got it. Cool, cool. Let's do an outer layer. I like these a lot. Although this one seems like it'll be complicated. We'll see. So yeah, Elden Ring. as of last night, I have finished the base game. And I enjoyed this game a lot. It's not my favorite FromSoft game. That one's still Bloodborne, if you were wondering. But I do enjoy it a lot, and I'm glad I played it. And I'm not going to be jumping into the DLC immediately. I've already put like 130 hours into my save file, and I don't want to burn myself out by like immediately starting on the DLC and putting in probably another 50 or so. Plus, like, it's only a few months old, and it's still probably either full price or close to it. And for those wondering, the Elden Ring DLC is like $40, which is almost as much as I paid for my copy of the game to begin with. So, like, not right now. But definitely at some point. I also just have like a lot of other, maybe not a lot of other, but I have other games that I want to play right now that Elden Ring has been keeping me from because I haven't wanted to play anything else. You know how it goes. You get really engrossed in a game and you sink a bunch of hours into it, and then it's over and you're like, well, shit, now what? But, yeah, good game. Good video game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Just like I enjoyed this painted screen from the Edo period. Artist unknown. I didn't have much trouble with any of the last few bosses, although I did have a hard time fighting Melania. Spoilers, I guess? Endgame boss spoilers for this 2-year-old game that literally millions of people have played, but it doesn't hurt to cover your bases. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with Melania. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's particularly fair that she gets health back even if you block her attacks and don't take damage from them. I think that's a little bit much. Like, healing when she damages you, sure. But, like, again, even if you block and don't take any damage, she still gets health back from that. That's don't agree with that particular design decision, but I'm not a game designer. What do I know? What I don't know is where this circle goes. I tried doing it entirely by myself at first, at least for Phase 1. I was trying to save my Spirit Ashes for Phase 2 so that it would start off at full health. But then after several attempts I was like, screw it, I'll go ahead and summon Tish during Phase 1. That's the Spirit Ash I was using, Black Knife Tish. She's one of the best Spirit Ashes in the game. The boss to get her is difficult, but well worth it. Let's see, what is this thing? So then I just started summoning her in Phase 1, and she was helpful, but still not enough. And then the few times I got to Phase 2, I would die pretty quickly. So eventually I started summoning other players for help, and that worked. I eventually won with that. The random stranger that I summoned who helped me beat Melania on my winning attempt was this player whose character was named Lucille. They were doing a cool sorcerer build. I didn't get a catch of like all of what they were using, but they were definitely using like Renala's full moon and Rani's full moon to inflict frost on her, which was very helpful. And also keeping her distracted while I got in stray hits. And I was pretty much spamming blood flies whenever I had a free moment to proc bleed repeatedly. And then I was also smacking her around with the blasphemous blade when I got a chance. I think maybe this is this person's hand. Get out of the way, please. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's work on this next. But yeah, that took me like around an hour of attempts. Easily the hardest boss that I had to face in that game. It felt really good when I won, though. Probably the next hardest boss after that, in terms of in-game bosses, was Placidus Axe. Cool fight. King Ghidorah MFer. But, it didn't take me as long as Melania. It took like around 10 attempts, and I didn't summon another player, but I did use Tish. And for my winning attempt, I had this whole routine set up. I would like walk in, run to the boss as fast as possible, dodge its initial lightning attacks, and then buff the hell out of myself while I had Tish summon to distract it. And then I would try and use Borealis' Mist to inflict frost as fast as humanly possible. And then I would use the Godskin Peeler with the Black Flame Tornado Ashavore to just try and melt its HP as fast as possible so that I didn't have to deal with phase 2. And it worked! It barely worked, but it worked. Really? That doesn't go there? I disagree. Like, that clearly lines up. Thank you. Just wasn't clicking in the right places. Oban Tate-e by Utmaro. But yeah, hot tip, if you're struggling with Placidu Sacs, do that. And also, try and stack as much lightning and fire resistance as you can. I found that to be quite helpful. Stacking resistances is actually makes you a lot more survivable. The two-phase boss fight, Godfrey and Horlu, only took me a single attempt, and that was partially because I was stacking physical resistance to where I was a lot more survivable. I was using the Dragon Crest Great Shield, I think it's called, the talisman that gives you like huge physical resistance, and also the super special Siege at Osaka Castle, Artist Unknown. I was also using the upgraded version of the boiled prawns that you can buy from Blackguard. That also increases your physical resistance by a lot, and Godfrey, as far as I can tell, pretty much exclusively does physical attacks, so that was very helpful. Radigan / Elden Beast somehow only took me 2 tries. I think partially I got lucky on that, but also I was stacking a lot of holy resistance. Oops, that goes there. From like the Holy Proof Dry Deliver, and I had I think it's Lord's Divine Fortification, that incantation. So funny thing about Elden Beast, on release, and I think right up until they released the DLC, you used to not be able to ride Torrent when you were fighting Elden Beast, and that was kind of problematic because he likes to play Keep Away. I know this goes somewhere over here. He likes to play Keep Away. There we go. And he also has a lot of far-reaching attacks with big boy range. And being able to ride Torrent now makes both avoiding and keeping up with him a lot easier. Those of you who had to fight Elden Beast entirely on foot, y'all are the real ones. And like that wasn't just like a quick thing either. Like that was like an entire 2 years right up until the DLC came out, where you had to fight Elden Beast on foot. That seems like not particularly fun. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. But yeah, that's Elden Ring. Pretty good video game. Put like 130 hours into it. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I hop into the DLC, probably a few months, because I don't want to burn myself out, you know. And I want to stream it at some point. That seems like it would be fun. But I also want to stream Dark Souls 3, and that's a way shorter game, so I'd probably do that first. But I'm not sure how that's all gonna shake out. I haven't done any streaming since like before I went to FWA, and that was back in May. Gion-sha Setchu, Gion-shimu in Snow by Hiroshige Ando. But yeah, I don't know. I just haven't... Nice, I'll take that. I just haven't really felt up to it, I guess. Plus, with recent new roommate situation, my schedule has kind of changed a little bit, so I'm not sure I can go back to streaming at the time I usually do, which is like 7 Central Standard Time, like 7 to 10 p.m. I'm not sure I can do that anymore, and with how my schedule has been changed recently, I'm not quite sure what the solution here is going forward, but like that's not a huge problem, and I'll figure something out. And I'll let y'all know when I do figure something out. But in the meantime, nice, I will continue to solve these puzzles in this puzzle-solving video game. Really, that doesn't go there. You'd think it would. That lines up pretty well. Maybe it goes here? No. Interesting. I'll come back to that one, I guess. These Jessie strips aren't the most challenging puzzles in the world right now. Try and take a little solace from that I can. Take solace? What am I talking about? Kinda hard to tell where these line up though. Trying to move these out of the way. Where do you go? Great question. Ah, there we go. That's one, at least, in almost 2 minutes. This seems like it's part of this tree thing. Just not quite sure how it's lined up yet. It's lined up like that. There we go. This looks like a dude's face. Remember that time that chick slapped the boy's face? Now she's dead. Love that randomly popping into my head. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch the YouTube video titled "The Boys Are Back in Town, parentheses, to kill you." It's pretty funny. Very silly, but pretty funny. Let's see here. I'll get these eventually. This is... Oh, I was gonna say, this is frustrating. But I got it. It's fine. We're fine. We're chilling. We're golden. We're good. We're marvelous, even. This definitely goes over here somewhere. This is part of a sward. There we go. Okay. That was not at all intentional, but I'll take it. This is the last puzzle standing in our way before we can solve Kyoto. I would like to solve it. Easier said than done, of course. I don't have anything else to talk about at the moment. But I'm trying not to just, like, spin my wheels or sit in silence. It's tough. Ah. Dang blasted. Where does anything go right now? I don't know. Cool, that goes there. I'll take it. We We are getting closer. Really? Interesting. Okay. Nice. Hey. Okay. This section of the puzzle is the most troublesome so far. Excellent, excellent. What if I do this? And what if I then do that? And then this? I was like, okay, something's going on here. Does the cuckoo also announce its name from above the clouds? Artist unknown. We have that long, flowery title, but not the artist. Interesting. Get me the hell out of this city.
Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite held on to Eris's golden apple for dear life. If one let go, she'd be admitting that she wasn't the fairest. Even after most of the other gods had gone home, they were still fighting. Finally, they asked Zeus to settle the argument. Zeus would have liked to put an end to their quarrel, but he knew better than to get into the middle of a dispute among three goddesses. Find the piece showing Zeus, father of the gods.
You know, in hindsight, I probably should have used a free puzzle token on that one rotoscope instead of like 4 or 5 different hint tokens, but I already didn't do that, and I will just have to live with my mistakes. It's time to go on vacation to South America. Again.